welcome to Brickworld Kansas City 2019 complete look through. So we're gonna go ahead and get in with this first mock right here. This will be probably in one take. I'll probably film this whole thing. Here we have some kind of brick. This is Brick Hero graphics. They have some stuff. This is a giant medieval mock. This guy's been working on for about 7 years, which is a little insane. I think he said about 400,000 Lego pieces, which is just a little surreal, to be honest. Go ahead and get you guys a better view there. Hopefully it'll focus. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to focus, so I'm going to move over to autofocus. Hopefully it's not as bad. But you guys can see, just looking at all those details, we have a little jousting kind of arena there. That's quite interesting. We have a little fighting area, a little courtyard, some amazing tree works, amazing foliage pieces. There's some houses. Then we have the big castle towards the end. So this is $40,000 worth of Legos, which is a little insane. But then you have kind of the fort area. So you have a pirate ship there, a couple houses. Obviously, an amazing snot technique used to use transfer 1x2 blue bricks to build that out of snot. We're gonna go ahead and move over. There's some building tables over here. Here's an Tower of Saruman, an incredible Tower of Saruman mod from Lord of the Rings, obviously. So like up there, you have Frodo, and I forget the other guy's name. You guys can make fun of me in the comments. Then you have the Tower of Saruman, obviously. Then you have a bunch of orcs and Orokai, looking pretty dope, especially down there in the caves. You can see there's a lot of cool uses of lights as well. Here's a Minecraft mock. Some interesting Minecraft mock. Pretty cool how they put it in this glass display. Then over here we have some building stations along there, as well as another building station for little kids over there. We're gonna go ahead and get on to over here. We have this mock called, let's see what it is, Stardew Valley. So looks like a little farm. Some very interesting piece uses there for all those plants and stuff. I really like it. If you guys can see, we have some very interesting olive green pieces, as well as some corn and whatnot. Very cool farm mock. We're gonna move to the right here. We have some Pokemon. We have a little Pikachu. I don't know the other guy's names. I'm sorry, I'm not a big Pokemon guy. Some cool little builds there. We have a very cool mock. I think this might be a globe of some sort. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think this is? Is this from Pokemon? I don't really know. Very cool use, though, of the trans-clear lights there. We have a couple medieval mocks, I think. We have this little tiny medieval mock shed. We have a little castle build over there. Or, I mean, it's not really a castle, kind of a village. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. There's a guy's brick badge. Here it looks like a castle mock. It looks like the enemies are kind of taking over some great dark tan masonry right there. Lord Jelly. Yeah, again, some amazing techniques there for that floor. You have a spinning bear. It looks like the bear is they're attacking the bear, so that is an amazing technique. You guys can see that guy's trying to fight the bear. But yeah, super cool. We have Norai, I believe. Noroa, that's what it's called. Awesome little build there. We have a I don't know if that's a Lord of the Rings mock, I can't really tell. Some more medieval mocks. You guys can pause just if you want to see the video, some parts more. I believe that's a Planet Series planet right there, that green thing. Amazing use of pieces there. You have a little village right there, a little village house, pretty cool. Here we have the goat boat. Some amazing kind of like string there. I think that's probably not made by Lego or produced in Lego sets, but still very cool. You have that awesome boat again. Amazing use of dark red right there. Okay, here I have something called Project M. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it just spell out the letters. If you guys can see all the letters, you have P, then the R, then the O, then the J, then the E, then the C, then T, then M is in the middle. So that's interesting. Made by a guy named Ben Quar, who made that boat. Here we have an interesting build by the same guy, and it is WLGO, Welgo, I don't know. Really cool. It almost looks like a custom modular. I'm sorry for the background noise. There's like a stop motion going on behind me. Here you have some custom ships. These look like September builds. So very cool stuff here. Very cool. I like the orange and the light gray. Two very interesting underutilized colors, especially the orange. Again, more ships. Here we have also a very cool mock. It is made by Mark Larson, so this is actually the director of Brickworld. Shout out to Mark, great guy. He made the Coral Palace, so very, very cool build here. Used a lot of interesting techniques. It's sort of like a freeform mock, but then they just chucked it on some base plates. Some very impressive details there. Lots of different colors, very awesome mock. Here we have another mock. I believe this might be made by Mark. An amazing use of different trans-clear pieces as well as the gray slopes. An amazing use. You guys can see up there, we do have the 1x1 trans-clear plates there. Or I mean not trans-clear, the transparent blue. Yeah, this is an interesting kind of like, almost looks like an elves mock, but I don't know. It's a very cool building. It looks like a little temple. You have a bit of a goofy mock. I don't know, it might be a Disney, Mickey, something like that. You have oh wow, you have a bit of a Fabuland mock with meets Space Police, so interesting. You have a little farm there as well, amazing. Use the olive green. I'm so jealous of those pieces. Okay, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up with that little segment. So we're gonna go ahead and start down here. We'll start over here. Here we have a little bit of a train station area right there. Very, very cool. Then we have a chainsaw built by Sean Larzars. Interesting build. We have some gory machetes here, very gory, not friendly for the kids. Here we have a place called Toon Town, so a little kind of custom little city, pretty cool. Here's some Marvel stuff. So we have a custom Mjolnir in the back door's hammer. There's a Hulk Iron Man helmet. We have the funny glasses. That's kind of a popular thing. We have that's a really cool Lego brick built kind of logo thing with different colors. You guys can see that over there. That's pretty cool. Ship, an interesting ship build there. Oh, we have some lightsabers in the back. Some dope lightsabers right there. You guys can check that out. Oh, we have a Lloyd kind of big fig, brick built big fig. Then here we have some trains. There's some custom trains here with custom stickers. So these stickers actually, some of them say Stark Industries, which is super cool. But then it has the Hydra logo over it, so it's kind of showing Hydra took over, which is really, really cool. By the way, all these, I believe this entire, everything right here I'm showing you is KC Brick Lab. They are pretty popular lug. You guys can see them, KC Brick Lab right there. This is all members of their lug right here. We have some smaller kind of micro scale mocks. We have a couple Dunkin' Donuts Pizzeria. We have some interesting holiday modulars. We have some kind of a toast. That's interesting. It's like it's a toaster, but it's kind of like a house. That's really cool mock. Here we have some classic space mocks. So those of you who are into that, we have a Blacktron mock, Blacktron Harvester mech. Sorry. Here are some amazing builds here by. It is Ben Huar. I think it's actually the same guy. This guy is pretty good. So he has some classic space vehicles here. Then his big, it's kind of a classic space base. It's actually called Space Base H19. So very cool. You guys can see the H19 obviously right there. But amazing rock work there. Some more vehicles again. Here we have KC Brick Lab's big Rick and Morty display. So any Rick and Morty fans, you might know what this is. I don't know. You have Rick and Morty. I don't know which one's which, but pretty cool there. Over here we have a pretty cool micro scale city right here. So obviously micro scale is definitely, I think it's an underrated type of building obviously. So you have some interesting stuff there. You have a little spaceship and some skyscrapers. Here we have a pretty awesome zoo. So we have a zoo and it moves, which is pretty cool. Or the train moves. You can see it going around there. So yep, awesome zoo. Zoos are always pretty cool. You have Brick Loop, the infamous. I have some thoughts on them, but I'm not going to talk about them. Here we have this right here, this dude. We have some micro scale mocks. We have a Beaver Creek map, which I believe is like a map from Halo. I don't know. It's a micro scale Halo mock. There's some Transformers and whatnot. We have some Halo stuff. We have Wreck-It Ralph there. Felix the Fixer. We have a Venom head mock. Here we have an interesting mock. You guys can see right there. It looks like the Dark Knight Batman logo, but then you walk around and it changes into the classic Batman logo. Those builds just always confuse me. We have a QR code there. Some Avengers kind of brick-built people. A couple book scenes. A little apple there. Here you have some mosaics. Some pretty cool mosaics. We have the Caterpillar, the KU Jayhawk. We have an Albert Einstein. Or Roger Rib. I don't know. Raisin. I don't even know what that says. We have a Mockingbird mock from what is that again? Hunger Games. We have a Stormtrooper dude who also puts another one of those, and it turns into Darth Vader. You guys can see. It's pretty cool. And then we have that's downtown Kansas City. That looks insanely close to what it actually looks like. We have a Batman thing, and then we have a Ferrari car, which is pretty impressive. Then right here we have Legoland Service Center. This is an R2-D2 I mentioned in the vlog. He moves and makes noises, so that's really cool. We have some custom minifigure sellers over there. Here's a pretty cool, another collaborative build by KC Brick Lab. Amazing beach work. But basically over there they have a train car that can unload and load up, which is impressive. Some Lego bag sellers over there. Here's probably the biggest collaborative display. And this is a mock by KC Brick Lab. This is their big display. So this is downtown Kansas City, I believe, with just lots of different buildings and whatnot. You got trains going around. Very, very, very cool. You have a moving tornado that moves a little bit, if you guys can see. Obviously, because Kansas, you know, tornadoes. That's kind of called Tornado Alley. So that's cool. Awesome moving tornado. I don't even know how they were putting that up, and it was very sketch. They have a little bit of a movie playing over here at a little drive-in theater. Then we have another KC Brick Lab, I believe, collaborative display. It's a giant airport. Here's a giant airport mock. Obviously looking really, really dope here. We got planes flying over and whatnot. You can see there's a little parking garage. Very, very, very cool here. Awesome stuff. You have a little Captain America Civil War Easter egg right there, a little battle. We have some airplanes taking off. We're going to go ahead and get over here. We have some vehicle builds right here. Some awesome cars. We have some Jeeps, some I don't even know what these cars are. We have the DeLorean, I know that one. We have the Ecto 1, the car from the Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park. That's pretty cool. That's like looks to scale with about the dinosaur would be bigger. Sorry. Okay, here we have probably one of my favorite mocks. This is a Kessel Run Falcon. I'm not sure who made this, sadly. Oh, it's designed by Tim Feely, I don't know. But it looks like to be a kind of color change version of the UCS Falcon that Lego has released, but changed a lot. You can see Matt. So Matt the Brick Wiz obviously made his, but he just recolored it, but this one has the accurate, because that little front tip thing is actually an escape pod. So they added some seats, little boosters, so it looks like an escape pod. It's actually has some lights, custom stickers right there, custom interior to match what it would look like in the Kessel Run Falcon, not the normal Falcon. Then you have some of the top panels here. He just took them off so you can see the interior. Amazing stuff again from Tim Feely. You want to check him out at TK Bricks. There he is on Instagram. Yeah, he got custom stickers. He got them from Ultimate Collector Stickers, I believe. So if you guys want to check it out, you might be able to find it. Here we have some mechs right here. So it's they're kind of mechs, but they're also bionicle. So interesting stuff. We have a little stop motion video going on. Over here we have some pirate builds, some Lego Pirates. Interesting stuff. It's been 30 years since the start of Lego Pirates. You can see 1989 was the first year. So they got all their pirate sets out. Here are some mocks. They look like almost sets, to be totally honest, which they are. So interesting choice of them just to bring a bunch of sets, but it looks cool to have them all together. I've never seen the whole Hog Rush before. We have the Hog Rush Express going around. Somebody has modified that. This is SGF Lug, Springfield Lego User Group. It's actually their first lug, so congrats to them on displaying on their, or not their first lug, it's their first convention. So the custom Ninjago City looks really, really cool. Solid build. Again, we have the Pirates build, little 1989 to 2019 design. Then over here we just got some interesting little mocks, some little cartoon mocks. Here we have a mock that responds to black light. So certain Lego pieces respond to black light, which is pretty cool. So he has a kind of black box and it lights up those trans Lego pieces, which is really, really cool. So we have some kind of Looney Tunes mocks. We have some custom modulars, Bob's Burgers. Here's a mock by a good guy I know. His name is George Hicks. I'm not sure. He might be on social media. It's an amazing D-Day mock. So actually, on Saturday, I'm filming this on Sunday. He had the landing, so all the people were coming up. But now it's after the landing, so obviously you have people. They just took over the base. They defeated the Germans. Very, very cool. He is also a member of KC Brick Lab. Very cool dude. Check him out, George Hicks. Here we have a buildable figure scaled Endor mock. He did use kind of actual trees, like non-Lego trees. So interesting choice, but that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and actually get to this over here. Here's the pretty iconic mosaic. Most of you have probably seen this. It's called Sighting the Death Star, obviously from the original trilogy, or from A New Hope. So awesome shot there. Here we have probably one of the biggest collabs. This is by Michigan Lug. So this is their beach, but they also turned it into Tatooine. So they used a bunch of Lego sets. I actually like this modified starfighter. It's kind of cool. You have a bunch of figures. You have trains going around. You can see that one right there. We have some pirate ships. They actually chucked Octo Island right there. If you guys see that on that little island, that's funny. You can see Luke. We have a couple boats. Got a little steampunk boat there. Again, looking very, very cool. Mitch Lug, Michigan Lego Users Group. We have a little forest, and here you have huge skyscrapers. If you guys just want to take a look at a minute, you have a dragon on top of that one. I can show it right there, yeah. The train's going around, very, very cool. You have obviously lots of minifigures, and you have the Flintstone set right there. If you guys can see that, the Flintstone set just tossed in there. Why not? You have Superman and what's his name flying around, Iron Man. That's really cool. You have McDonald's. So I believe this is modeled after Detroit, downtown Detroit, which is very cool. You have a McDonald's. You got more trains. You got Feige's Fine Furniture. So interesting. They have bridges that actually go across, no table, which is very cool. Very cool idea there. We're gonna go ahead and jump on over to some builds at my table here. Here we have some little city park builds. Some interesting little modular buildings here. We have some flowers, those insane techniques there. Here we have a Victorian house. It almost looks like he or she used the haunted house and then kind of modified it. Very, very cool. Here we have Joe's Kansas City. So this is actually a barbecue restaurant here in Kansas, but then he modified, or he turned it into Lego, so that's pretty cool, as well as Gates Barbecue is also another store here. Okay, right here we have this is a World War II or World War I mock, a very, very cool military mock here. Lots of tanks, lots of minifigures, lots of brick arms. We have a Sanctum Sanctorum mock, so very cool build here, obviously, based off the Doctor Strange movie. Very cool, very, very, very cool. It all comes together. We have a custom Lego store. Awesome Lego store there. We have a battle bus, the only Fortnite thing here, shockingly. We have a little First Order coffee shop. That's funny. Zoom in on that. That's kind of funny. Over here we have Naboo. Here we are, Naboo. It's a little messy right now, but this is completed Naboo. I'll make a longer video about Naboo later on, but looks like we're a little busy over here, so we're going to go ahead and walk down here a little bit. Here we have some medieval castle builds. Interesting. That Chinese game, it's like Chinese chess or something. We have a post-apocalypse Oasis. Very, very cool build. It's a free-form mock. Very, very cool. Right there we got a little gas station. Awesome, awesome. This is Low Lug, so Lincoln and Omaha Lego Users Group, so it's Nebraska lug pretty much. So pretty cool stuff there. Some pretty cool tulips, I think it is. A row of flowers, very cool stuff right there. We have a little train build. We have a road build using the road technique is all tiles like laid down in, which is sounds like a very annoying process. You have another race build. Here's a collaborative display by the KC Brick Lab. So they will have people build little kind of plates with random pieces on it, and it'll turn into Death Star trench runs. So this is it's almost done, if you guys can tell. So very cool stuff there by KC Brick Lab. Very cool. They put a couple X-Wings in there as well. You have a Lego movie sign. We have a couple Lego stores over that way with concessions. Right here we have a little car model shop, it looks like. Interesting stuff there. Again, they use that same technique with the tiles. Sounds very annoying. It's called the Coastal Cruise. Very good. It's a very simple mock, but it works a lot. It works in a lot of ways. I really like it. Yeah, so over there we have a couple mocks. We have the, I believe that's Lincoln or Omaha's capital, either one, or maybe just Nebraska overall. Some rockets down that way. Very cool stuff here. That low lug. Here we have a couple mosaics of some plants. I don't exactly know what plants these are, I'm sorry. Trust me, I know my plants, don't worry. They might be Saturn, I don't know. Here's some interesting, I don't really know what this is supposed to be. So interesting, it might be like a, I have no clue. It might be some math thing. Let me know if you guys know what this is. We have a couple cool builds over here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and jump over to the the last little part of the build, and I'll catch you guys in a second. We just jumped over here. Here we have a little, I don't know, I think this might be a medieval mock. Some very interesting buildings here. Very, very cool. Again, we have that KC Brick Lab mock. We've got vendors, whatnot across it. These are churches in Lawrence, Kansas. They based them off, so if you guys can see that, some very, very cool stuff there. Very cool. Very, very cool. They did use discolor bricks to make it look weathered like it is, which is just such an like interesting idea. It's such an interesting thing to use. Like Lego parts you would think would be useless, but actually have a purpose. So that's gonna go and wrap it up for Brickworld, our walkthrough of Brickworld Kansas City. Let me know if you guys made it out. I saw a couple of you. I really appreciate you fans coming up to me. A couple of them. Shout out to my boy Tyrannus34. I remember him. He came up. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming up, coming to the convention. I'd encourage you guys to come next year if you can, as well as Brickworld Chicago. I should be there next year. But as usual, like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if the vlogs are coming out now or if they are, but if they are, I hope you guys enjoyed. If they aren't, then stay tuned. So Brickworld, the haul should be out by now. Maybe, yeah, it should be out by now. So let me know what you think of all the hauls. And I really appreciate you guys watching, staying for this long video, those of you who stayed this long. But we'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.